Hello viewers. One of the most interesting models that we have in the strategic management syllabus is the BCG matrix. Now one can expect few questions also from this because this is one of the widely discussed models in management. Now BCG stands for Boston Consultancy Group, and this model has four quadrants, and this is basically used to analyze the position of a given product or a business unit in the industry. Now the four quadrants that are there are the stars, next is the question mark, then the cash cow, and last is the dogs. To understand this model better, we need to have knowledge on the relative market share, and we should also have some knowledge about the market growth rate. Now, these are the two important concepts that are to be known to understand this model better. Now, what is market share or relative market share? Now, let us say there are 100 units that are sold in the market of a particular commodity. Now, your company sells, say, 25 units out of the 100 units that are sold. It means that the remaining 75 are sold by your competitors. Let us say the market leader is selling 50 units. So, what is your market share? It is 25 divided by 50 into 100. So your market share is relative market share is 25 one times, 25 two times, 2 one times, and 2 50 times. So your relative market share is 50%. So this is how the relative market share is calculated. It is your market share divided by the market leader's market share into 100. So this is how the market share is calculated. Now, how do we calculate the market growth rate? Now, market growth rate, your industrial growth rate can be found out from the internet for free. And your growth rate is well known to you because it's a part of your internal environment. Now, how do we place the products that we have? Let us say we are talking about a product whose market growth rate is very high, and its market share is also very high. So such products fall in the star quadrant of the BCG model. Now, what is the strategy that is to be adopted by companies when they have star products? They have to advertise, they have to promote the product to ensure that the growth rate and the market share is intact in the market. That's the strategy that is suggested. Now, there are a few products whose growth rate will be very high, but they might not have a great market share. So such products fall in the question mark quadrant. Now, what is the question mark? The question mark is, will they be able to acquire, will such products be able to acquire very high level of market share? So that's the question mark. Now, what is question mark? Question mark is for those products whose growth rate is good. They are growing every day. They are acquiring good market share. But as of now, they do not enjoy great market share. So such products fall in the question mark quadrant of the BCG model. We will move on to the next quadrant. The next quadrant is of the cash cows. Now, what happens in cash cow products is they will have very high market share. It means that they have huge customer base, and mostly they are loyal customers, and without much promotion, the product is selling well in the market. But the product is not growing further. It means that it is not adding new customers to its existing base. So such products are called cash cows. Now, why do we call them cash cows? Is without doing much, they are able to give us good revenue, good returns, and they're helping us to earn good profits. So such products are called cash cows. This the strategy here is called the harvesting strategy, where the company can harvest on all the good things that they have done. The next quadrant is of the dog. Now, what happens with the dog? Neither the market share nor the market growth are good. So what happens here is the product is at the verge of decline. It means that it will not be able to survive in the market for a longer period of time. If a company has gone through all the stages and arrived at the dock stage, the best strategy at this stage would be diversification. That is, the company should leave that product and think of adopting some other product and continuing the business. That would be the suggested strategy for the product. Now, this is about the BCG model. It is very important, like I told in the beginning. You can expect few questions also on this in your executive exams. Thank you so much.